Sing and a few other things. So let's shake off the day and then come to equal standing on the mat, lining everything up in a nice strong mountain pose. And as always, the feet are going to help us a lot in our practice. So we want to make sure that we're grounded through the feet, four corners of the feet. Okay? And that starts with the big toe mound and goes to the outer heel, inner heel, little toe mound. And then we can just start to breathe and let our breath smooth out. Just balancing inhale and exhale. And as it smooths out, now allow it to start moving a little more slowly, so deepening the breath. So the inhale takes a little longer and the exhale takes a little longer. All right, let's add some arms to this. So turn your palms out, inhale, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Lift the arms long through the spine, palms touch, hands come heart center. And we take it down again and lift. Exhale, hands to heart. And we're going to add a little extra balance in here. So inhale. And as you bring your hands to your heart, raise your right heel. Release. Inhale. Hands to heart. Raise the left heel. Release. Inhale. Hands to heart. Keeping the balls of the feet nice and grounded, right? We want the inner big toe mound and the little toe mound to be on the mat as we lift both heels. And bring it down. Heel or knee on the right. Release. Heel or knee on the left. Release. And as always, if the double heel thing isn't working for you, just continue alternating. Otherwise, we go double heel. Take it down. Heel or knee. Take it up, heel or knee. Take it up, double heel. And one more time through. Inhale, heel or knee. Release. Inhale, heel or knee. Release. And double heel. And release, shake it out. Okay, so we're going to be working with that movement later in our practice as well. So let's go ahead and release the knees and hips. Let everything start to move. So we've got stuff loosening up here. And then we'll come into our cats and cows. So the feet slightly wider than hip width distance, elbows out to the from the shoulders with the elbows bent. And we move forward. Forearms come toward each other as we round into the cat, and then opening up into the cow, making sure not to throw the head back, but shining the heart up. And cat, opening to cow. Yeah. Nice and deep here. And the next time you're forearms are headed toward each other, maybe even touching. Hold here, bring your palms together, fingertips up toward the sky. Inhale, turn your palms out, exhale. Good, and shake everything out. So now we're going to take the block and put it could be in between your thighs. If that feels like, if your block feels really big there, you could always put it in between your calves. Okay, we're going to square the feet. So as we move into tilt and twist, the block is going to help keep lots of energy in the legs, and it's going to help keep the hips forward. So let's take the left hand down by the left leg, right arm up by your right ear. Inhale, slide your hand down your left leg, tilt. And then bringing both arms up, twist to the right. Both arms up, right arm down, we tilt to the right, and up, and twist to the left. And up, we're tilting left this time, tilt, and up, and twist to the right, and up, we tilt right, and up, and twist left, and up. So now that we've warmed that up, we're going to come over to the left and stay. Make sure that right foot is still grounded. Now just release a little and come back over to the left. Release a little, over to the left. Release a little, to the left, and stay. Make sure that right foot is still pressing into the earth. Float the left arm up parallel to the earth and press those left fingertips away. Inhale and exhale. Now take your right shoulder back, open your heart up. And come back to your tilt to the left with both arms up. Inhale, we're going to twist to the right. Put length in your spine, maybe deepen the twist a little bit and turn your gaze towards your right fingertips. And on your next exhale, turn your gaze to the left. And on your next exhale, turn your gaze back to the right. And bring the arms up. We're going right arm down, tilting to the right. Make sure that left foot is still planted. Release a little bit and tilt right. Release a little bit and tilt right. Release a little, tilt right. And now we're going to come up, stay here, float the right arm up, press those right fingertips away, and start to take the left shoulder back, open the heart up to the sky. And come up. Now we open the arms to the left, twist to the left. With a long spine, we maybe twist a little deeper, taking your gaze towards your left fingertips. On your exhale, gaze to the right. And on your next exhale, gaze left. And then bring the arms up to center and down by your side. Okay, let's put the block off to the side, shake things out a little bit. Okay, so just move around. Okay. All right, we're going to do one more breath here, and it's a 4-part breath. So the feet are slightly wider than hip width distance. They are parallel. They're nice and grounded, hands to the heart. Inhale, fingertips up toward the sky. Exhale, clasp your hands behind you. Inhale, roll your shoulder blades toward each other as you look up. Once again, not throwing the head back. And then exhale, bending at the knees and hips any amount. Go ahead and fold forward. And maybe your hands are staying on your back, or maybe they're starting to lift. Then release the hands, float the arms up. Palms touch. Hands come heart center. Inhale, fingertips up toward the sky. Exhale, clasp. Now, more than likely, you've clasped the exact same way you did last time, so change your fingers by one. Roll your shoulder blades toward each other, heart lifts. And exhale into a forward fold, checking in with the shoulders, see if the hands should stay on the back or if they want to come up any amount. And then release your hands and float the arms out and up, palms touch. Hands come heart center. Inhale, fingertips up. This is our last time. Exhale, clasp behind. Just take a moment to notice how you clasped your hands. Don't need to change them, just notice. Inhale, look up. Exhale, swan dive. Release the hands and float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And shake it out. All right. Okay, so when you're finished with that movement, if it took you an extra breath or two, that's great. It means you were enjoying it. Come to the back of your mat and find mountain pose. Okay, so be aware in your mountain pose where everything is lined up, right? Hips over ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders. All four corners of the feet. So we're going to move into a knee down side plank, all right? So that's where we're starting. So let's inhale, float the arms up. With straight legs, we swan dive. Remember, we don't care if the hands go high or low. We're just keeping the legs straight, coming into a swan dive. And then bring your hands to your thighs, bend at the knees and hips, shine your heart forward, half lift, sink it down, hands to the mat, and walk forward into a knee up or knee down plank, wherever is best for you right now. And then take that to a downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. We're going to bring the right knee down, spin the left foot to the mat, left arm up. We're in a knee down side plank here. Yes. And bring your left hand down, come back to downward facing dog. Bring the left knee down, spin open to the right. Once again, knee down side plank. Hand down, right hand down, and we come back to downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. If you think this would be fun, take your right leg up and keep it up as you walk your hands toward your feet or one foot that's left on the mat. You can bring your back leg down anytime if you want. And then if your back leg is still up, bring it down, half lift, forward fold, and float the arms out and up, palms touch, and hands come heart center. So that's just another way to approach getting the hands back to the feet, right? Okay, so let's go ahead. And this time we'll we're going to continue to start on the right and consider straightening the bottom leg if that's a thing for you tonight. So let's get the feet hip width distance again. And we're back in mountain pose. Inhaling, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take your half lift, sink it down so the hands touch, come into plank. It could be knees up or knees down as long as it's strong. That's the important part. Tuck the toes, lift into downward facing dog. Okay, now some of you are just ready to go straight into the side plank like this, plank to side plank. Others, you're going to bring your knee down, come into the knee down side plank, and either stay here or straighten your bottom leg. Bring your top hand down, come back into down dog, and if you think this would be fun for you, oh wait, we have to do the other side, don't we? Yes, why yes we do. Okay, so it's either going to be plank to side plank or knee down plank, left knee down, open up to the right, option straighten the bottom leg, hands down, down dog here. Yeah. And then the left leg might come up and stay up as you walk your hands back toward your feet. And then go ahead and bring your left foot down if it's up. Take a half lift, forward fold, and float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. All right, so I forgot I wanted to do both sides each time. So we're going to do that again, all right? So did that make sense? Either right into the plank with the knees up, or knee down to knee up, or knee down and stay there. It's your practice, do it your way. Feet are hip width distance apart. Inhale, and it might change even, we're doing this for the third time, might be different each time. Float the arms up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift, sink it down, take it forward. Knees up or knee down plank. Lift to down dog. All right, if you're going straight into the knee up side plank, you're going to come into plank and open, or you bring your right knee down, open up to the left, stay here, or extend your bottom leg. There's a place for everybody here. Bring your left hand down, down dog. We do the same thing on the left side, either straight into the knee, side plank, or left knee down, open right, stay here, extend the bottom leg. Bring the hands down, come into down dog, and if you think it would be interesting, raise both feet and walk your hands back. If not, just walk your hands back. Nobody took me up on that offer. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And release. All right, we're going to just go through that smoothly one more time. You can keep your knees down, knees up, whichever version you want. Once on the right, once on the left, and then we'll be coming to seated. Inhale, float up. Exhale, swan dive. Half lift, sink it down. Your plank. Knees up or down. Down dog. Right side, left arm lifts. Side plank. Left hand down, down dog, nice and smooth. Left side, right arm lifts. Side plank. Right hand down, down dog. Let's walk it out here. Bend one knee and then the other. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold. Bring the knees down, sit off to the side, and find seated mountain pose. Let's shake out those wrists, we use them a lot. Shake out the legs. Inhale and exhale. All right. So we're going to come to a nice long spine, finding seated balance. Flexing the feet. Inhale and exhale. And shake it out. So the planks require a lot of core strength. So we'll just do an abbreviated core set, but it's going to be a little more fun. Yeah, it'll be abbreviated but fun, yay. Okay, so I'll just show it to you. We're going to be rocking 1, 2, coming up to sit, and not letting the feet come down. All right, so that's our starting point. Ready? Hold on to your hamstrings here. Feet are hip width distance apart. We go rock, rock, sit and hold. Oh yeah. We're going to do that again. Take it back. Rock, rock, sit and hold. Now extend your right leg. Extend your left leg. Extend your right leg. Extend your left leg. Bring both knees in. Rock, rock, sit and hold. Now extend your left leg. Right, left, right. Both knees in. Let's rock back and take a little break here. All right, some of you were ready to go right away. Good for you. All right. So I told you that was going to be fun. Raise one foot if you thought that was like fun. Yes, of course. All right. So let's go ahead and do that again. We're holding on to the hamstrings and we rock. Rock, sit up, arms forward. Right leg, right, left, and hands back to the hamstrings. Rock, rock, sit up, left leg, right, left, right, and bring it down and hold. Woo. Shake it out. Or rock it side to side. Just release the spine. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's bring the feet down to the mat. Let the knees gently open and close here. Inhale and exhale. Okay, we'll do a little bit of oblique work here. The feet are grounded. They're going to stay grounded. Your spine is on the mat, neutral position. Arms up, palms touch. We're going to roll the shoulders and head up. Bring the hands out to the right, center, and down. Roll the shoulders and head up. Remember the chin doesn't tuck. Hands out to the left, center, and down. Roll it up. Hands right, center, and down. Roll it up. Hands left, center, and down. We're going to do that just one more time. Roll it up. Hands right, center, and down. And last time to the left, center, and down. Now extend the arms long, extend the legs long. Stretch everything out. Inhale and draw both knees in. Hold on to your hamstrings. Inhale and exhale. And go ahead and rock a little bit side to side here. Okay. All right, so we're going to give the hips now some nice opening. Bring your left foot down. Take your right ankle across your left thigh. Draw the legs in towards you. Okay, you're going to hold on to your right shin and let the legs go forward and back. And then let the legs go side to side. Feel your hip opening up here. And then take the legs in a circle, one direction. Oh, that's a nice little massage for the spine as well. Pause and take the legs in the other direction. Good, and then unwind, 2 feet to the mat, knees open and close. Left ankle across the right thigh, draw the legs in. So in the chair, it's going to look more like leaning forward, right? Instead of drawing the legs in. And then let the legs go forward and back. And side to side. And if you found a great way to do a seated circle, that's good. If not, hold on to your hamstring and let the legs circle around. Okay, you guys are holding on to your shin if you're laying down and circling. Now circle the other direction. Yeah, everybody's getting some nice hip release here. All right, and then we unwind, 2 feet to the mat. Let the knees gently open and close one more time, 2 more times. And we'll come to hands and knees. All right, make sure you have padding for your knees. If that is something that you and your knees and your surface look for, extra padding. Okay, make sure it's there for you. Let's go ahead and come into a knee down or knee up plank. We're going to be doing push up and hips back. So knees up or down, push up, hips toward heels. Push up, hips toward heels. Yes. Good. Keep going. Knees up or down. Nice strong plank. Push up, hips toward heels. And now find your way to child's pose. So you're going to make sure that the head is supported in your child's pose, whether it's resting on the mat, on the back of your chair, on your hands. It's supported. And then go ahead and find your way to downward facing dog. And pedal your feet, pressing one heel and then the other. Good. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold. And start to walk your feet to your hands, taking them a little wider as you go till they're mat width distance apart. Bring your forearms to your thighs. Bring your hands to your heart. Square off the feet, pressing through the feet. Lift up, inhale, fingertips up toward the sky. And then as you bring your arms down, step into your mountain pose. Good, and get nice and comfortable in your mountain pose. Inhaling and exhaling. Alrighty. So we're going to move into some sun salutations, and we're going to be doing the knee up crescent lunge. So let's work on that first. Come to the top of your mat. Okay. Of course, bringing your knee down is always an option. I'll talk about that. The feet are hip width distance apart. We are in mountain pose. So we're moving into a balance pose here, right? So we've got to really ground the feet, calm the mind, find a spot that isn't moving to steady the gaze, and slide that right leg way back with the heel lifted. Bend the left knee over the left ankle. And then we extend the arms long, extend the spine long. The arms are by the ears. And notice as we come up, bringing the arms up, the point we need to stop before we dump into the spine. So we're in a nice high crescent lunge. That back foot can come down if you start to feel too wobbly. The thighs are magnetizing toward each other. And we step forward and release. Okay, ready on the left. Okay, so go ahead, top of your mat. I'm going to do it this way so I can. You're taking your left leg back now. The heel is lifted. The right knee is bent over the knee. Okay, we're magnetizing the thighs toward each other, extending long through the arms. Arms are by the ears, and noticing when we come up, the spine stays long, and when it starts to not be long anymore, then we stop coming up, okay? Inhale and exhale. Good, and bring it forward. Shake it out. All right, so remember, you can always put your back foot down, or you can bring your knee down if you start to feel wobbly. If you know that you don't do high crescent lunge, or that tonight is already not your night to do it, start in low crescent lunge and stay. You guys all know low crescent lunge, okay? But we're just going to do the high crescent lunge for both sides of our sun salutation. Your option is to do it as low or in a different way, right? Okay, so let's breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Let's add some arms to the top of this. Inhale, float the arms up. Remember how it felt to have the block in between the thighs? Bring back that feeling, and then as you exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. We're twisting open to the right. Inhale, arms up. Still feeling that block open to the left. Inhale, arms up, elbows to waist, and we do a nice standing cobra, shining the heart up. Inhale, arms up with straight legs, we forward fold. Keep the legs straight as we come into half lift, just a different way to do it. And then go ahead and bend the knees and hips, bring the hands to the mat, take a giant step back with your right foot, okay? And if you're coming into high crescent lunge, this is starting position. Everybody has left knee over left ankle. Engage your core and gently, carefully start to lift. Find your balance here. The thighs are magnetizing toward each other. Inhale and exhale. Bring the hands down. Find your plank. Could be knees up or knees down. So remember, if your knees are up, you can roll onto the tips of your toes and then chaturanga down. Okay? Nice strong chaturangas, everybody. That look good. Okay? And now we're going to lift the hands and come into that hands-free cobra. We just did it standing. Now we're doing it laying down. And release. Come into downward facing dog. So you might go table to dog. You might tuck your toes, gaze toward the mat. Press yourself halfway up with a long spine. Come the rest of the way and press back. Whatever way you choose to get there. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to take the right leg up. Take a big step forward. Here's where things get tricky. We're going to have to arrange the legs for high crescent lunge here with the right knee over the left ankle. Left leg way back. Magnetize the thighs toward each other. And carefully start to lift up. High crescent lunge. And then we bring the hands down. Take a giant step forward with that back foot. Take a half lift. Forward fold. And float the arms out and up, palms touch. Good. And hands come heart center. Okay. All right, so remember, you are welcome to do a different version, right? Knees down or back foot down. Is everybody okay with what we've been doing so far? We good? Okay, because I was going to throw in a little twist. So let's try it. I know. Okay. All right. If you're already feeling quite unstable in the high crescent lunge, then don't move into the twist. If you feel like the twist is going to be a good experience for you, then you do it. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, we swan dive over those hip creases, straight legs. Keeping the legs straight for our half lift, shine the heart forward. Now bending everything, hands down. We start on the left. The left leg comes way back, right knee over the right ankle. Thighs are magnetizing toward each other. Everything's nice and engaged. We lift carefully into our high crescent lunge. Inhale. And then exhaling, open. Let's take the right arm back, left arm forward. And come center. Hands down. Find your plank. Find a good strong chaturanga. Knees up or knees down, as long as it's strong. Lift the hands, roll into a nice cobra. Yeah. And release. One more time. Lift the hands, come up into cobra. And release. Find your way to down dog. So you can go table to dog, right? You can do that lift up. Take your gaze toward the mat, hands under the shoulders. Press halfway up. Straighten the arms. Press back to down dog. Inhale and exhale. Okay, and we're going to take the left leg up and take a big step forward Arrange yourself with the legs for high crescent lunge, left knee over left ankle now. Okay, right leg is way back, heel is lifted, muscles are engaged, arms float up. We're in high crescent lunge, inhale. And we're going to add a twist toward the bent knee, left arm back, right arm forward. Take the arms up, bring it down, hands down, and take a nice giant big step, back foot to the top of the mat with straight legs, half lift, forward fold. Bring the arms out and up. We're going to add something onto the end. So the arms are up, inhale, exhale, twist open to the left, arms up, twist open to the right, arms up, and elbows to waist, heart shines up. Inhale, float the arms up, exhale, arms down, and shake things out, find mountain pose. All right, so on one side we did it at the beginning, on the other side we did it at the end. I'll leave it to you to decide if that was purposeful or if I just plumb forgot. Okay, if you know me, you know the answer. Shirley's laughing, I know. All right, let's shake it out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so let's go ahead and in honor of that bright full moon and the sunny yet windy day we had today, let's calm things down with 5-pointed star to moonflower, sunflower series. So take the legs wider than hip width distance. Now the 4 corners of the feet that we talked about, we need them here as well. The toes are turned out. The feet are connected to the earth, 4 corners. The heart stays lifted. And as we bend the knees, they're going over the center of the foot. They're not knocking in, okay? And we stand up. Now we bring the arms up for 5-pointed star. And let's take it down, elbows to waist, and up. So we know 5-pointed star to moonflower. And the next time you're in 5-pointed star, stay there. And we move into sunflower, knees out, right arm crosses in front of left. You fold as far as you want and come up. Knees out, left arm in front of right, fold as far as you want, sunflower, and up. Back into sunflower. Right arm in front and up. Sunflower, left arm in front. And up. Sunflower, right arm in front. And up. Sunflower, left arm in front. And up. This time we're taking it sunflower, right arm in front, opposite hand to opposite elbow. And turn this into a nice wide-legged ragdoll. Just let everything move. Nod your head yes and no. Let the legs move. Let everything loosen up. Ending that head movement on a yes. Come back to center. And as you straighten your legs, let your forearms melt a little closer to the earth. Good. Now release the elbows, bring your hands to your hips, and come halfway up. Let's take a breath here with a long spine. Take a couple of breaths, and then stand up. As we were down for a while, we want to come up slowly. Inhale and exhale. And then you can step, heel, toe, or hop your feet together, whatever works for you. Shake things out a little bit. How's everybody doing? Are we good? So remember when we were doing this earlier, I said we were going to build on that a little bit. So we'll build on that with the sun and moon, Yeah, we're going to build on that with our balancing pose. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the feet hip width distance apart, getting ready to balance. Inhale and exhale. And breathe. All right, so we've been doing a lot of balancing. You might already feel ready to move straight in to sun and moon, right knee, left arm. You might want to take it in stages first. Okay. Fix your gaze and release. All right, we're squaring the feet. The mind is calm. We've got a steady gaze point. Left knee, right arm. You could take it in stages if you want, or you can just lift right into it. If you're balancing, holding on to something, make sure you've got a light touch, not leaning into what your hand is touching. Yes, and release. All right, shake it out. So it looks like everybody knows where their balance is. Let's add, yeah, that's nice, right? Let's add on to this a little bit. We're going to go right knee, left arm. Sun and moon, take it up. Now arms out to the side. Inhale and twist toward your bent knee. Woo. Don't look at me. Look at something that isn't moving. Come back to center. And we go left arm up, right fingertips down, and release. All right. Are we ready on the other side? Here we go. Left knee, right arm. We're in sun and moon. You could stay right here. You could take your arms out to the side and stay right here, or you could start to twist towards your bent leg. Come back center. Right arm up, left fingertips down, and release. All right, let's put 2 feet on the earth, take 2 breaths, and do that one more time, nice and smooth. You might decide to leave out a part of it. You might decide to do the whole thing. Here we go. Yep, we'll catch up. Right knee, left arm. Here we go. Arms out to the side, and smoothly turning toward your bent knee. Coming back to center. And back to sun and moon, left arm up, and release, yeah. All right, here we go. Left knee, right arm, starting out in sun and moon. Arms go wide, twisting toward the bent knee, coming back center, right arm up, left fingertips down, and release. Whew. Bring your feet back to the mat. Feel that groundedness, and just feel how it feels to have 2 feet on the earth. Just take a moment to experience what your practice has been so far. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's loosen up, shake things up. Out a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and find any parts of the body that need to release a little more. This is just your own little experience here, right? What's happening for you? Move into any spots. Maybe some spot feels really good and you just want to go into that particular area and breathe there just because it feels good. Maybe you find another spot that you want to breathe into to help it loosen up a little more. Only you know what's going on. Start to work your way up. All right, and then we're going to look around and find anything we need for final relaxation. Okay. All right, everybody still has a block, right? So let's have the block right here by the side of the mat. Come to the top of the mat, mountain pose here. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Sink it down. Step back to down dog. If you want to go through a vinyasa, go ahead. We'll all meet in down dog. If you would prefer at this point to be in table, you could do that too. And once you get to down dog or table, and you've had a few breaths, go ahead and let your hips go side to side. If your knees are up, they'll move as well. And come knees to the mat. If you're still moving through your vinyasa, just take your time. And we're coming to seated. We'll meet in seated mountain pose. All right, nice and long. Let's do 2 nice breaths to really lengthen the spine. So we're going to take the palms out. Inhale, press down through the hips, lift the arms, long spine here. Turn the palms out, and even as you bring your arms down, feel the crown of the head going higher up toward the sky, the spine lengthening. Fingertips gently tap down, and we do that again. Long, long spine. Palms out, long, long spine. Fingertips tap down. And shake things out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to have the block nearby because we're going to do a little rolling bridge with the block in between the thighs. So let's roll down to the earth here. Once again, the block is there to keep the knees from either floating out or knocking in, just like at the beginning of our practice. So put the block in between your thighs. Bring your hands down by your side. The palms are facing the mat. And we're going to do a little pelvic tilt here. So without even lifting the spine, we're rolling the hips up and down. So it's a pelvic tilt. And now we'll start moving this into a bridge. So as you lift your hips, as you roll your hips up, they start to lift, and you're lifting into a bridge. And you'll notice that the thighs have to work to keep that block where it is. And then slowly, slowly, slowly roll down. Adjust the feet. If you felt like you could go a little higher, bring your heels a little closer and roll up. And slowly replace the spine to the mat, one vertebra at a time, lengthening as you go down. Okay, now your thighs are trained. They know what to do. Take the block off out to the side and roll into a bridge. And notice if your knees stayed nice and steady, just as though the block was still there. And slowly, slowly roll down. Okay, we're going to let the spine be in neutral now as we open and close and wiggle the fingers. Just give the spine time to readjust. And then rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Okay, both feet are on the mat. We're going to take the right ankle across the left thigh. We're coming into a pigeon, reclined pigeon. This time we're going to hold it longer. So bring the legs in towards you. If the right knee is headed towards your face, press it away from your face. Make sure your right foot is flexed. Hold on to your left hamstring, left shin if you like, or if those are not accessible, just hold on to your left leg wherever you can. Make sure that your left knee is in line with your left shoulder. And just send some nice, warm, opening breaths into that right hip. A nice, steady, reclined pigeon. We've moved the hips a lot, and now they have a chance to just release. If you're holding onto your shin, go ahead and take your thigh so that you can bring your left leg up and then point and flex the left foot. Circle the ankle one direction and the other. And then go ahead and release your left leg, bring your left and right foot to the mat. Let the knees gently open and close. Same thing on the left. We're taking the left ankle across the right thigh. Make sure the left foot is flexed. Draw in. Notice if that left knee is just headed straight for your face, press it away, and then hold on to your right thigh somewhere, or maybe the right shin, and draw the right knee in line with the right shoulder. And just relax. Notice how the hip is releasing. If you're seated in a chair doing this, you would just cross your ankle over your thigh, make sure your bottom foot is in contact with the earth, and lean forward. That's a beautiful way to do the pigeon also. And you might need to move your hands if they're on your shin so you can extend your right leg and point and flex. And you might notice that by extending the right leg straight up, it helps to get even more stretch in that left hip. And then circle the ankle one direction and the other. And we're going to release, unwind 2 feet to the mat, open and close the legs, gentle, like little butterfly wings. And come back to center. All right, a little bit of windshield wipers here. Arms out from the shoulders, long. Legs are touching. And just sway, a little bit of a sway. Knees to the right, gaze left. Knees left, gaze right. And when you feel even in this move, come back to center, bring your hands back down to your side, take your feet back apart, and just start to feel into your body. Make any adjustments and realignments or final moves that you require so that you can be super happy and comfortable when we move into final relaxation. Just go ahead and scan, see what needs to be done. And as you're ready, find your final relaxation position. Settling your body onto the earth. Inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, just let your body fall into the support of the earth. Your work is done. Let the earth support you as you move into final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. And on your inhale, stretch long. Exhaling, draw your knees in. And find your way over to a side. Eventually coming up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.